Okay, we want to talk about now, and we are recording, the multiplication properties of inequalities. Yesterday, we talked about addition and subtraction properties, and we also posted videos for that. We still have the same key vocabularies, which is equivalent equation, and we say once we do the inverse of what's happening to one side and it happens to the other side, we still have an equivalent equation. And we also said inverse operation, and we talked about the word operation, which means adding, subtracting, multiplication, or division. And the inverse, we're just simply talking about what is the opposite. So whatever's happening, we want to do the opposite. Okay, key concept that we must consider is the multiplication properties of equality, which states that if you multiply each side of an equation by the same non-zero number, it produces an equivalent equation. So this is what we're going to do today. We're still working actually 8.4, which is our standard, which tells us that we want to generate a different representation of data given a representation of data. So we have one part and we want to generate something totally different. And we also want to predict and find solutions to a particular application or word problem. And we're going to use 8.5a to justify that. This is objective 2. So let's, or category 2 according to STAR. So let's take a look at the very first problem, and here we want to use the opposite of division, which is again multiplication. So if we were to look at y divided by 3 equals 5, that's our equation that we want to look at. And if we look at this, we can see what's happening to y. It is being divided by 3. So the inverse of being divided by 3 is to multiply by 3. So this is our given equation here. And here we want to multiply both sides by 3. So this will be y divided by 3 times 3 is equal to 5 times 3. And we are multiplying both sides by 3 to undo the division. And this is called the multiplication property. Okay, this is called the multiplication property. Now, when we do so, think about this. Think about this as a whole 3, so it's 3 over 1. So we can easily go back to, remember when we cross divide, that's going to equal 1. So 1 times y is y, and 5 times 3 is 15. So if we say that what we're doing is getting y by itself, so we must always consider getting the variable by itself. So here we're getting y by itself. Okay, so now only thing we need to do, since we've come to the conclusion that y is 15, the only thing we need to do now is check it to make sure that our answer is correct. We don't need an answer choice to do that. All we do is check it, and we check it by replacing. We replace y with 15, so then that will give us 15 over 3 is equal to 5. And of course, if we divide 3 into 15, we will definitely get 5 is equal to 5. Okay, so let me give you a problem or two to work, and you determine. Let me see what your ability is actually.